What up, everyone? It's your boy Satemangali, the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome you to another edition of your Daily Revolution, the podcast that helps you to wake up, turn your brain on, and to prosper every single day in every part of your life. Today's topic, keep chopping wood. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This morning, man, it was difficult. Exhausted, tired, and perhaps it might be because my body is not used to the volume of training that I'm doing. I'm working out 6 days a week. Yeah, one of those days is recovery, and then the Sunday's typically the day that I truly just relax and allow my body to really rest. But here's the crazy piece. When I played football, we would work out Monday, Tuesday, rest Wednesday, work out Thursday, Friday, rest Saturday and Sunday. So my body's still trying to get used to, how do I maximize training, performance, and gains? Because I know that rest, recuperation, and rejuvenation is going to be a big part of it. So this morning, man, I woke up and I was feeling, but I knew I made the commitment to go at 5:30. I wanted to get up and go at 5:30 this morning. So I walked into the gym and I could just feel the energy level low. I was breathing and I was moving, but I just knew this was going to be one of those days where I just had to keep swinging that axe. I just keep chopping wood. I just needed to keep moving. And there's going to be days like that where you don't have the energy, you don't have the pump, you don't have that extra juice and fuel inside of you, where you're just going to have to chop wood. Now, why does this matter? The workout today, we did these step-ups on the box, and then we did these sumo deadlift high pulls. And it was tough. It was like we went 1 minute, 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, then 3 minutes. That was it. So it wasn't a long workout at all, 12 minutes. But man, it gets your body going, sweating, dripping. And while I was working out, I thought, man, just keep moving. The only real person that I'm competing against, sure, I'm competing against other guys in the box. But the real person that I'm competing against is myself. And I want you just for a moment now just to think about this. What would happen on those days where you just didn't feel it, and it's not a rest and recovery day, and you know you're not sick, you just know you're tired? What would happen if you just pushed through and you just continued to chop wood? Meaning you just keep swinging that axe. You stop, sharpen the axe, sharpen the saw, and you keep chopping wood. So let's take a look at your body. Our bodies are a beautiful gift from God. It's powerful weapons, powerful tool. Yet most people don't treat their body with respect and love and honor. They treat their body like garbage. So if you would continue to chop away at the eating habits, at your mindset and love affair with food, at your fitness, what would happen if you just continued to get better? I'm trying a different meal program. I'm doing this intermittent fasting, and I've really enjoyed it. Intermittent fasting every day, eating paleo, I'm not sure what you would call it, but I'm doing it, and it feels really good, and I'm really consistent right now. See, there's so many different diet plans out there, so many different ways of eating, so many theories and case studies. Which one is the right one for you? Well, you got to test multiple ways of eating and test them for a good amount of time. For the last 4 weeks, I've been on intermittent fasting each and every day, and I've loved it. I'm seeing a difference in my body. I feel better. I'm cutting my carbs, most of my carbs and sugars out. I still occasionally have that chocolate chip cookie with vanilla ice cream, but it feels good. But I'm chopping the wood. I'm chopping wood. I'm figuring out what works for my body, because this is a long-term play. This is not some overnight thing. This is long-term. This is for the rest of my life. So keep chopping wood. Are you chopping wood? Are you figuring your body out? Are you figuring your eating out? Are you pushing through? Are you getting back up on the track? Talk about being in spirituality. Keep chopping wood. The greatest spiritual growth inside of my life has always come when it's been consistent. Like these weekend, hey, I'm going to read scriptures all day. I'm going to go to church and worship all day, but then the rest of the week I forget about my purpose. I forget about God. It doesn't work. If you will, be consistent at chopping spiritual wood. if you will be consistent at doing the spiritual disciplines, the things that allow you to become more connected with your higher purpose. You'd be amazed at what happens. So what's the one thing that you can do to start to be more consistent with spiritual chopping wood? In relationships, oh, this is one of my favorite ones. The last 2 days I've taken time off of Facebook, like literally. No posts, no likes, just not even looking at my phone, no desire to be involved in virtual reality. And what that has done for me has been amazing. It's created miracles. I'm more present with my sons. I'm more present with my wife. I actually have more time for spiritual revelation, more time and space to figure out what it is that I truly want, where I am, and what God would have me do for my life, for my family. See, most of us, we are so addicted to social media, instead of being present with our loved ones, we're chopping like social media. But why? Why would we spend half of our weekend engaged in virtual relationships if we have relationships right in front of us? It's been awesome, and I love it. So in my relationships and in your relationships, where can you chop wood? Where can you be more present with your loved ones? Where can you be really present and right there? And where can you create a relationship with your loved ones? And if it's not with you, then are you consistently reaching out to your parents, your mom, your dad, brothers, dropping those messages occasionally just to keep in touch versus waiting for Thanksgiving or Christmas? And of course, in business, chopping wood. Oh, yes. This is the one where you got to chop wood every day. Well, now I take breaks on the weekend. I kind of unplug, allow me to be real present. But man, in those 4 to 5 days during the week, it's game on. And you got to chop wood every day. You got to figure out your marketing strategy, your sales strategies, your HR, your recruiting. You've got to really do the work when it comes to chopping wood with your business. So what does that look like? And how consistent are you when it comes to building the business? So there's one thing that stops us from chopping wood. Right? And chopping wood for this podcast means multiple things, right? The work, marketing, selling, studying, working out. But the biggest thing that holds us back from chopping wood is our stories. The stories we tell about what is, the stories we make up, the meanings that we attach to events. So if you get into the point where you're like, man, I just don't know what to do, just start chopping wood. And just think, man, I can hear it. Because chopping wood comes from one of my boys. His name is Jim. Lives in Arizona. He's a bad egg. He's a bad dude. And he's always like, keep chopping wood. So can you chop wood in your life? Can you stop the stories from stopping you? Can you chop wood regardless? Can you take your wife out consistently? Will you be there for your children consistently? Will you study the books that give you revelation and insight? Will you study the business books that help you to market, sell, lead, teach, and grow? Will you get over yourself? Will you continue to do the required work that allows you to chop wood? Keep chopping wood, baby. That's what this life is about. Chopping wood, chopping wood, chopping wood. And chopping wood's going to look different for all of us. There's a time in the season where you're going to study more. There's a time in the season where you're going to have to hustle and grind more. There's a time in the season where you get to rest and recuperate and have space. There's a time in the season where you're going to be on the road. There's a time in the season where you can put more time in the body. Regardless of what time and season that is, keep chopping wood. Do the work. Day in, day out, consistent. And I know that if you do, your life will change. It's your boy, Satem Mangala, reminding you if you're going to create a life of real radical results, a life that you love, it's going to require you to get into a relentless pursuit with a ruthless commitment to pay the piper every single day so that you can get to the top of your mountains where your prize, promised lands, and possibilities are waiting for you. The revolution has begun. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.